Hello everyone, I'm Jonathan Little. It may look like I'm in a shopping mall, but I'm actually in the airport. JFK Airport is quite nice. So we're on our way to the Bahamas. I went to New York City, where I live, for 2 days. It's the life of a traveling poker player for you. I did my laundry, I hosted a 4-hour-long webinar, I wrote 7 articles, I made some videos, I organized another webinar, and I made a chat bot for Messenger. I'd like you all to try that out if you can. Go to jlpoker.com/quizbot, Q-U-I-Z-B-O-T. I think you'll like it. Let me know. I'm always trying new things. So anyway, I'm on my way to Nassau, Bahamas to go to Baha, which is a fantastic resort there. You can go back and watch my previous video blog showing off the resort, for the PartyPoker Caribbean Poker Party. There are 2 $10 million guaranteed tournaments in a week. That is a fantastic opportunity. If you're a poker pro, you're kind of silly not to go if you play high stakes tournaments. So, I'm a poker pro and I play high stakes tournaments, so I'm there. With any luck, we'll run hot. We took 8th place in the last WPT we played. So with any luck, we can take 8th place again. Stay back, we're making a video blog for Cheryl Taxi and Tours. If you want a taxi or a tour, hit up Cheryl. We're in Cheryl's taxi. We got only one Bahama Mama this time, not 4.
Not 4, you got 4 one time, eh?
Yeah.
Yes, but how you did it? How you got that? You was waiting long?
No, Cheryl loves me.
Oh.
And I love Cheryl.
She spoiled you.
She spoils me.
Oh.
Hello there. I made it to the Bahamas. We're in Baha for the 2 $10 million guaranteed tournaments put on by PartyPoker. If you're not here, you're missing out. You might as well hop on a plane and come, because everyone's here and it's gonna be great. I love these chairs. How pretty is this? I don't know if they're comfortable, but they sure are pretty. Anything about the Diamond Club, but 40% rake back? I used to make $10,000 a month off of 30% rake back, so 40% is insane. If you play on PartyPoker, get in there, collect it. It's as free as it can be. So today is the $25,000 event. We have our ticket, our lucky ticket table. 88C5. I have no clue where that is. We're gonna have to find it in this sea of poker tables. It's a huge room. There's a stage up there, PartyPoker live stage. With any luck, we'll get to play up there at some point. So yeah, let's go. It's always nice whenever you go to a poker tournament for them to give you all the free tea and coffee and water that you want. Makes life nice and easy. What do we have? All sorts of goodies. We're starting with 1 million chips. I can barely count to 12, so this is going to be a challenge.
128 is free. So follow me.
I made it to the first break in the 25K, so that is lucky. I flopped trips. I had 8-7. Someone raised, someone called, I called. In the big blind, flop came. 8-8-2. It's pretty good. 2 spades. I got a check raise in on the flop, a big check raise. Turn was the ace of spades, putting 3 spades up there. I checked, the opponent bet, I called. River was another blank, I checked. Opponent bet big, I folded. Very next hand, I rivered a straight. I decided to check the river. My opponent then bet big. I called, they backdoor to flush. So I lost that too. So that put me down to about 500,000, half a starting stack. It's not what you want to happen, but they started us with 200 big blinds, so say okay. From there, I won a bunch of small hands, and I have 775K, so almost a full starting stack, despite early setbacks. With any luck, we won't continue to have setbacks. My table's pretty rough. They've been redrawing tables every time they come. They've taken away the players we wanted, and they're bringing in players we don't want. I'm probably the worst player at my table. So that's okay. We're back in the elevator. I made day 2 of the 25K with 2 million chips. That sounds like a lot, but it's actually a little bit more than average. Average is 1.5 million. I had a pretty awful table all day, but it didn't matter. I played just good, solid, tight, aggressive poker. I didn't do anything silly at all. I think that's vitally important whenever you're playing at a table full of good people. Just be reasonable, be sane. You beat good people by just playing good cards and hoping they do something silly. And fortunately for me, they did every once in a while. Actually, most of my chips came from 3 marginal hero calls, and they were all right. So as long as they keep trying to bluff me and I keep having something reasonable, we'll be okay. Tomorrow's an off day, and then the next day we're back in action. Good morning. It's very early. I'm about to start A Little Coffee, my morning show that I do on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday to Friday. Today's Sunday, though. I figured I'd give everyone a bonus. And I realized I don't have any coffee because I drank it all yesterday. So I had to wake up early to get the proper props. Now we're ready to go. Oh, what a nice day. We swam in the ocean, we did a little coffee. It's a big building. Now it's time to go play day 2 of the 25K. In the 25K. We found Mike Sexton. Look at all these young kids. Oh, this is probably the oldest table in the room. Good morning. We have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that I made day 3 of the $25,000 buy-in tournament, which is great. There are 59 players remaining and 39 get in the money. So 1/3 of the field has to go away, and then we're in the money. The bad news, though, is that I only have 40% of a starting stack. I'm sorry, 40% of an average stack. It'd be bad to have 40% of a starting stack. I have 40% average, which is about 2.5 million, so 2.5 starting stacks. Average when you get in the money is going to be 1 million. So I'm not in such a great spot. I'm likely to be one of those 33% of the field that does not get in the money. Returning, we're going to have 25 big blinds, which is, a manageable stack. It's a stack where if someone raises, I'm probably just going to be shoving a lot. The field is comprised of mostly just good players. So hopefully I'll find someone on my right who's opening a little bit too wide, which will allow me to shove decently wide and pick up a decent amount of chips and at least tread water until I figure out a way to get it all in. But you never really know what you're going to get. I don't know my seat draw or anything like that. So whenever you do find yourself in this situation, all you can do is go and play your best. Do not have absurd expectations. Also, don't have incredibly negative expectations. Realize that all you can do is go and play good, fundamentally sound poker, and that is it. That said, when you are one of the shallow stacks, very often the highest EV thing you can do is to just sneak into the money, which is kind of lame, but getting these min caches does add up in the long run, and it especially adds up when in the bigger tournaments that you play. That said, we still need to lose 1/3 of the field, which sort of means that we're not really near the bubble yet. It'll probably take 4 or 5 hours before we do get in the money, especially given the field is good and no one's just going to be trying to give away their stack. So we're going to have to win some hands, but that's A-okay. We're down to 47 players in the $25,000 tournament, which means it's time for the shot clock. No more stalling. We're going to try to get in the money. Actually, we are going to try to get in the money. We're not going to do anything insane. We will be a good boy, get in the money. I already been a little bit out of line. We're playing 140,000 big blind, and I currently have 3 million. So 20 big blinds. It's not really where you want to be, but there actually are 2 other short stacks at my table and a few other shorter stacks in the field. So we may need to make something happen, or maybe not. I guess we'll see. Well, I busted in 44th place. 39 got paid, so that's a bit of a bummer. What am I going to do with my life now? Well, there's a $5,000 tournament. I'm going to hop in. Day 1C. It's last day 1. My bust out hand, cut off raised to 2 big blinds. I shoved 18 big blinds on the button with king, queen. Small blind called, big blind called. Now I'm like, okay, I need to come king, king, queen, please. Instead, I made no pairs. I was against ace, queen, and pocket tens. So that's pretty lame. It's always annoying to bubble the big ones, but you don't get to pick how you do in poker. So I'm gonna go get something to eat, and then we're gonna play the 5K. With any luck, table 57, seat 1 will be the lucky seat. I think we're going way over here. It's way back in the corner. You get the drift. The walk of shame.